Before we get into the video, if y'all dig the content I make, hit the like button, subscribe if you're new. If you want to do a thanks tip to help support the channel, I'd be very grateful. All my social medias are linked down below, and yeah, let's get straight to it. Okay, so we got some news to talk about here for Transformers, obviously. So first up, I want to give you guys an update on the private screening news that I think it was yesterday or the day before I covered. And there's multiple reports coming out recently from yesterday that it could be at CinemaCon where they're screening the full-on Rise of the Beast movie, or it could be a private event. There was a website that put out saying that there would be a private screening for Rise of the Beast at CinemaCon, but then it was edited out of the article or something like that. So who knows what's going on with the private screening of Rise of the Beast. I've also heard that there's going to be test screenings Monday for Rise of the Beast, so I don't know if they're trying to like test it first, like 2 days before the event, because I think it's, what, Wednesday or Thursday? I don't know, that would be cutting it close, having another test screening Monday and then showing it off later on in the week to however many people that's going to be at CinemaCon. It's very strange whatever's going on with the test screenings and the so-called private screening going on next week. So I don't know what's going on with that. Your guess is as good as mine, but there's a lot of rumors floating around about that. Next thing I want to talk about here is HasLab Deathsaurus packaging art. We have here from Guido Guidi. Sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong. I know he's a famous Transformers comic book artist. I just never remember how to pronounce his name the right way. So, but the art looks absolutely beautiful. This is great. You got Deathsaurus sitting on the throne, then you got his little target master. I cannot remember this little guy's name, the gold one, and then you got the laser beak looking dude. I'm sorry, I'm not the biggest Transformers Victory fan in the world, so if I don't remember these guys, I don't remember them. I'm sorry. But anyway, yeah, this is pretty dope artwork. I didn't back Deathsaurus, but hopefully, like I did with Victory Saber, I can maybe get him for a reasonable price, something that's not like $300 over what the regular price of him was. But this artwork is beautiful. This is great. So Collider dropped their second part of the interview with Lorenzo de Bonaventura, and he confirmed that ILM will be animating the Transformers animated movie coming out in July of next year. So this is very exciting news. Y'all know how dope ILM is, especially with the Transformers universe and what they did, the work prior. Some of you guys may know, but I'm going to tell you right here, MPC is working on Rise of the Beast, so it's not really ILM. It's just great that ILM is going to be doing this upcoming animated movie. Y'all already know ILM's track record. The animation is going to be off the chain, so I'm really excited about this development, and I'm just glad that ILM is back doing something for Transformers again. Then a little bit, since we talked about some toy listings, courtesy of JT Prime 17, yet again, the leaked listing god himself. He put out here that there's going to be an NPM Bone Crusher that's a Target exclusive coming out at some point this year, early next year. We're not sure when this figure is coming out, but it has an MSRP of $164.99. You got the EAN, DPCI, all right here, product number. Got it labeled as NPM Bone Crusher, in parentheses, Target exclusive, 2 per case. So yeah, I know a lot of people have been waiting for Masterpiece Bone Crusher, and it seems like we're finally going to be getting one later on this year. There was the one TF Dream Factory did a few years ago, but that is hard to find. I had such a hard time tracking that thing down. So I don't know. I collect KO upscaled. I think you could see, yeah, you could see some of them right here, Megatron, Optimus. I got a bunch of them back there. So I don't know if this will fit in scale-wise with the ones that I have. I have the upscaled ones, so guess I gotta wait a year or two for the KO'd upscaled one. But this is pretty cool. I hope it's better than the TF Dream Factory one from, I think that was, what, 2018? And courtesy of Prime vs. Prime on YouTube, he dropped a review for the Beast Mode Optimus Prime, which is not in stores yet from what I understand. Transforms in 22 steps. Yeah, you got some comparisons here with some Rise of the Beast stuff. The old, I almost said Revenge of the Fallen. Dark of the Moon Leader Class Optimus Prime. So they're about the same height, which is pretty cool. This figure, obviously, it's more simplified and for kids, but it doesn't look too bad, actually. It looks like it's got some decent range, and looks like it's got a cool play feature to it. He's really tall, though. And we now have confirmation that French rapper, comedian, and Mr. V will be voicing Mirage in Rise of the Beast, the French dub for it, so that's pretty cool. Glad that they got somebody famous on the French side of things to voice him for the French dub. And we finally have a new poster that is actually pretty decent for Rise of the Beast that's surfacing. It's not officially revealed. We have Optimus and Optimus Primal staring very intensely at each other with the tagline in the middle, Unite or Fall, with New York City in the background. And people have pointed out this is very reminiscent of the teaser poster we got back during the 2007 movie when Optimus Prime and Megatron were looking at each other, and it was said, I forgot what the tagline said, but there was a tagline in the middle, I think. There'll be an image popping up, obviously. But yeah, this is a pretty cool poster. We get some new CGI renders for Primal and Optimus in different angles, so that's cool to look at. So yeah, I really like this poster more than the one that we got a few weeks ago that was supposedly the payoff poster. Now moving into some soundtrack news for Rise of the Beast, we have coming in here unofficially from Toby Nwigwe's Instagram post. He was talking to Nas's very famous producer Hit Boy. I love his beats, by the way. He says that they were talking in the video, and he said that I was just engineering Nas vocals for Transformers. So we kind of have a confirmation here, unofficially, that Nas might be a part of the soundtrack for Transformers Rise of the Beast. And given that this is happening in 1994 in a New York City, it's a perfect opportunity to get Nas on this movie for the soundtrack, and I really hope this is true and it wasn't just them messing around. I don't know why he would say that if it wasn't for Transformers, so I definitely think this is unofficial confirmation that Nas will be a part of the soundtrack. And I used to love Nas's music back in middle school and high school when I was first delving into 90s hip-hop and all that stuff, so Nas is a dope artist. I can't wait to hear what tracks, or if it's a new track that they chose for Rise of the Beast to put onto the soundtrack for the movie and when they're going to be playing it. Who knows? This is very exciting news to me personally because I love Nas, and it seems like the soundtrack might be very hip-hop based, which I'm really excited for. And Silver Optimus posted on the movie boards last night about some stuff he got to see at the expo that happened earlier this week that Hasbro attended. If you guys remember, I did a video on that earlier this week where they would be talking about 40th anniversary stuff, Rise of the Beast, and future movies. Well, that turned out to be private, so we didn't get any information on that until now. I guess Silver Optimus attended, and he gave us some info. He says, I got to see some cool new toys for Rise of the Beast. Probably the last set of items for the mainline, emphasis on the word mainline. Ultimate Optimus Primal would be the biggest out of the line. He'll be the last to be revealed, but those are not the last ROTB toys you'll see. Other than the Studio Series, there'll be more surprises next year. I'm sorry that I couldn't say more at the moment. So it seems like he's holding out on some information that he may or may not drop at a later date, but hey, at least we're getting something that happened, because it seems like for days now we've just gotten nothing but crickets from that event. So at least we're starting to get some sort of news, and especially from somebody credible like Silver Optimus. So I'm really wondering what kind of surprises he's emphasizing on here for the mainline and Studio Series. Is he talking about a Commander Class Stratosphere, a Leader Class Transit, or a gimmick line figure for Transit and Stratosphere, maybe even some Terracon army builders other than Freezer? Who knows what he could be talking about here. Maybe he's talking about the Studio Series Scorponok that there was a listing for earlier this year. So yeah, there's a lot of things you could speculate on what toys he saw that we, the public, have not seen yet that could be for later on this year, early next year, that he said. So yeah, pretty cool developments. I'm really excited to see what other figures they have for Rise of the Beast, especially for Studio Series. Really hoping for a Leader Class Transit, Commander Class Stratosphere, and I hope those characters are at least semi-cool in the movie. From what we've heard, they don't have really big roles at all, so hopefully their figures are good if and when they ever come. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much all I wanted to cover in this video. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye!